Good morning from Mount Rainier National Park, and we got in this area last night and we're staying at an Airbnb in Packwood, Washington.
Packwood, Washington.
And we got in last night probably about 7:30, so it was, obviously dark at that point. And I've been to Mount Rainier National Park. John has not. This will be his first trip here. And we are going to do a little bit of hiking today and just exploring this area. We're going to take you guys along for that. And then we're also going to answer some questions that I've been getting lately from some people that have been watching the video. And we're going to answer some of your questions today too. We're going to talk about all things camping, all things casita, what our plans are for the winter, and tell you guys a little bit more about who we are and why we're doing what we're doing.
And maybe we'll show them some of Packwood also.
Yeah, we'll show you some of Packwood too.
It's pretty neat. It's a super small little town. It's not like it's, but it's neat.
Yeah, super cute little town. And we didn't sleep very well last night, so still feeling a little bit groggy, but excited to be here. So we are in the actual park itself, and we're gonna get a little bit deeper in, and then we'll come back on and
do all the stuff.
We're talking all the fun things.
It was weird as we passed the gate, the entrance gate. It said closed, like there was nobody there to take your money.
Yeah, so we're not sure if we're gonna run into another gate or what.
Yeah, something else. We were debating on the way up whether we should get an America the Beautiful pass again, for the year, or whether we should just buy a day pass. And I guess that might be a moot point now for some reason.
Yeah, so all right guys, we're gonna keep driving and see where we land.
I can't get over how flipping cool that is. And I don't know why, with the time that we lived here, with this being probably my favorite mountain.
So I think it was Reflection Lake is one of these, and what a clear day to actually be here and see the mountain. A lot of times Mount Rainier doesn't like to show itself. It hides behind clouds. So to be able to see it right here is amazing.
It's pretty epic.
Absolutely amazing. All right, back in the car. So time for question number 1. What are our plans for this winter? Are we going to continue camping? Yes, this is our second winter that we'll have the Casita. We've almost had it for a full year, which we're going to do our 1-year review on it soon. So keep an eye out for that. But yes, this will be the second winter with the Casita. We plan on winterizing the trailer. We get enough below freezing that we need to winterize the trailer. So we essentially camp in it dry. No water, don't use a bathroom, things like that. We have found that we absolutely love winter camping because it is technically off season. Things aren't so busy. As you can imagine, in the Pacific Northwest, camping's huge. So when we are making camping reservations for the summer, we're doing it anywhere from 9 to 12 months in advance. And sometimes, we have a favorite campsite or campground that we still have not been able to get into because we can't get a site even booking that early in advance. Like, John has literally set his alarm for midnight before to get up to be able to book camping reservations. So camping is, it's taken very seriously here in the Pacific Northwest. So one thing we love about winter camping is we can get into campgrounds and it is not as busy. It's cozy. And so yes, we plan on camping this winter. We are going to take a trip out of the state or out of this whole region come February, because we do have such dark winters, and we know come February we need a little bit of sun, and we're thinking Florida. We were thinking Palm Springs, but I don't think we're going to do Palm Springs. So
we've been thinking all over though. So
yeah, so we don't know. John was thinking Costa Rica. I don't know. We'll see. So, but we know that we need some sun come February. So yes, that answers that about what we're doing this winter.
Okay, so Carrie and I just parked down the hill here a little bit. It was the closest parking spot we could find, although somebody's squeezing into one up here. Maybe we could have done that. But we're probably about a mile from the lodge. So this will be an interesting little hike up to the lodge. It'll be fun.
This is our hike. It's probably a mile just straight uphill.
Yeah, but there's some cool stuff. There's a little creek right here. In fact, I'm gonna flip the camera around and let you guys see it. So it's a cool little creek, little bridge. And then I think over here there's maybe a little waterfall action. We'll see. Anyway, it's super pretty. It's gonna be a little bit of a walk up though. So we'll talk to you guys when we get up there.
So we parked way down there. We're probably halfway up our hill hike. And the sun's come out and it is definitely warm. So we're getting our steps in and our cardio. So I love that people utilize our national parks. I love it. It's something I want saved and preserved for future generations. But guys, look at this. This is just all cars. I mean, this is as bad as Glacier in the summer, I would say. Wouldn't you say, John?
Well, no. But it's bad. I think Glacier had way more parking though. I mean, I don't think Mount Rainier.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear John, but he's saying that Glacier had more parking, which I actually disagree with. But this is insane. But go national parks. I'm all for them. What are you eating?
Pickle.
We didn't even tell you where we're at. Well, you guys know we're at Mount Rainier National Park, but we are in Paradise Lodge Village area, I guess you would call it.
This is the visitor center anyway, yeah.
Yeah, we're at the visitor center having a little snack. I can't get over what a beautiful day this is. So we're gonna find a hike to do around here. We are meeting friends at 2 o'clock, so it's 11:20 now. So we have plenty of time just to hang out, chill, enjoy the sun, explore, and have a snack. Whoa, 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 I'm not ready for you. Let go of me, let go of me, let go of me. Do you need a map?
So you can see that's where it drops off.
Oh, wow.
So we'll have to go over to that viewpoint to be able to see it, but this is pretty sick too. It's like a scene from like Heidi or something like that, doesn't it?
For the sound of music.
Or like, yeah, or like the sound of music, or
Yeah.
So we're actually in line to see the waterfall. I've never had to wait in line to see a waterfall. Oh wow.
It's a great waterfall, isn't it?
This place is pretty epic. All the fall colors are out. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. Saw a bear.
Oh, we saw a bear. I don't know if it's going to show up. We saw it from quite a distance and the rangers were moving people on, but we saw a brown bear.
Yeah.
Well,
a black bear.
Black bear, but it was brown.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're going to hike back down and maybe go see something else. We'll see.
We'll check it out.
That's the Paradise Inn. Oh yeah, and look at the pretty Bronco. So this is, yeah, the Bronco Sport. So this is the Paradise Inn. It's a cute little spot. We're gonna go in and see if we can grab a table outside and get a cold beverage maybe.
This is an awesome lodge. Huh?
Yeah. Super fun lodge. We actually didn't end up, John got a new hat. We didn't end up getting anything to eat or drink.
Because I spent the money on a hat.
No, we're gonna wait a little bit till we meet our friends. So we're getting back up on the trail and do just a little bit more hiking. It's such a beautiful day. And this is just such a beautiful park. All right, so this just keeps going up and up and up and up and up. We're gonna go back down and go lateral because that's a climb. Look at it, turn around.
I don't know that the camera shows it very well, but it just goes up and up.
Look at the fall colors. So pretty and vibrant.
All right, I think we're gonna go back down.
What do you think of the park?
I love it. I think this is absolutely gorgeous.
It is beautiful.
Perfect Christmas trees. Perfect fall colors. Mountain, glaciers, old school lodge. I mean, yeah, pretty epic.
So where would you say your favorite region of the Pacific Northwest is?
Oh man, I don't know. That's a good question. Glacier National Park. Oh no, that's I guess probably not Pacific Northwest, but North Cascades.
Yeah.
Would be. It's pretty epic. The Olympic Peninsula is pretty epic.
I would say that's probably my favorite.
Yeah.
I feel like anywhere in the Puget Sound is
pretty
just
wild.
so
But this is awesome.
awesome.
And I think Mount Rainier is my favorite mountain. I think it is just a gorgeous mountain.
It is beautiful. Another question I got is, why did I start the YouTube channel? And one of the reasons I started the YouTube channel is I needed an artistic outlet. Now listen, I'm not great at this yet. I feel like I'm getting better, but I needed an outlet, and I feel like YouTube definitely gives me that outlet. And also, I know of people that aren't physically able to come out and do these things. And so it's really cool to give somebody the opportunity who necessarily can't come and do this to actually see the area and maybe get to experience a little piece of it through our videos. And it's just fun. it's just, wouldn't you say it's been really fun?
Yeah, it's been really fun. And I would say, like, as far as people not being able to go, I mean, like, that can come in all forms, right? You live
Right.
somewhere that you just can't make it out here. You have physical disabilities. For a lot of our lives, we had financial hardships where we couldn't do this. You know, we were super young. We had kids super young.
We put John through college.
Put me through college. Both of us were blue collar workers for
Mm-hmm.
most of our lives. You know, and it just, we didn't have the funds and the time to do this kind of stuff. Any money
Right.
we had went to school or went to kids. And so now that we're able to do this, it is fun to kind of share that experience with people.
Yeah. And all of our kids are adults, so it's not like we're going off and leaving our teenagers. They're all in their mid to late 20s. And now it's our turn to go out and have a good time, and just to be able to bring some of you with us on these little adventures that we do. It's so fun. So we're just so glad you guys are here and you follow it.
2.5 miles in elevation, Mount Rainier National Park spans from its ice-clad summit to lush river valleys. A glimpse into any corner of the park opens
Okay, check out this car.
Takes some serious commitment.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's a
We had such a great day in the park. We actually just hiked back down to our car, and we're gonna go have dinner at this place in Packwood that we're staying. We were in at the Airbnb at, and it's called Cliffhangers or Cliff Droppers. And so yeah, we are excited to go do that. I just cannot get over how incredible the weather was. All right, it's time for another question. Okay, so as you may know, if you've watched a couple of my past videos, I did a couple videos comparing the Escape to the Casita trailer, which that's what we own as the Casita trailer. And I've been asked a question: are we going to sell our Casita and buy an Escape trailer? Right now, that is not the plan. We own our Casita outright. We don't make any payments on it. And that is something we feel very fortunate to have been able to do. And bottom line, we don't want a payment. And to turn around and sell our Casita and then buy the Escape that we want, I just don't think we could swing it where we wouldn't have some type of small payment. And
or even just losing so much money in the deals and transactions that, you know, it just doesn't make
sense.
Yeah, I mean, like somebody once told me that anytime you buy a trailer, it doesn't make financial sense, and I get it, but I just can't make it make sense in our head. And I still love our Casita. I mean, I think the room offered by Escape would be very nice. Like, it would make it a very pleasurable camping experience, like 100% of the time. Like, it could be rainy and snowy outside, and there's enough room that you can sit down inside while one person's sleeping, the other one can be reading a book, you know,
right,
and drinking a cup of coffee or something. And so it's like, yeah, there's just enough room that you can lounge a little bit.
Yeah, and if we were to get an Escape trailer, we would get the Escape 19. John doesn't really want to go any bigger because he's actually afraid if we did, we wouldn't be outside enough, and you camp to be outside, not to sit in your trailer. And if we've heard it said a couple times, our Casita is it's an upgrade to tent camping, from tent camping.
Yeah.
And so the Casita offers us what we need. We're very comfortable in it. So the plan right now is not to buy an Escape trailer. Maybe one day we will when we have a little bit more time to travel, but we're not full-time travelers. We're weekend warriors. Whoa. We're going very fast around a corner. We do it when we can. So that answers that question. We are not buying an Escape trailer. Is it my dream trailer? Yes. but we are very happy, and I love our little casita, who we lovingly named Holly Fairmont.
Now, if we do come out with a video where we have an escape trailer, it's because we want some money. So stay tuned.
Yeah. And I now have super thanks on my channel. So if you want to contribute towards an escape trailer, feel free to hit that thanks button. All right, guys, that answers that question. Well, the clouds are definitely coming in.
Well, and it is warmer down here than it was up there. It was a little chilly up there when we were leaving.
How are we feeling?
Great. How are you guys feeling?
Yeah, that's the bigger question. How are you guys?
Yeah.
Hot tub feel good.
That was a huge hike you guys did. You should feel accomplished.
Uphill both ways. Here we are. We're trying everything we can in Packwood, Washington. We've gone to Cliff Droppers. Yesterday we went to Packwood Brewing, which we found out doesn't brew their own beer. Now we're going to Longmire Springs Brewing.
And look at this view. Just look at the view. Just spectacular. We'll let you know how the beer is. Cheers.
Cheers. Longmire Brewing. Beer made here. Picnic tables or benches?
I like this, whatever this Belgian white is. Look how it is.
Looks like wine.
So my review on Longmire. I love the name.
Longmire.
I love the setting. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, the camera just doesn't do it justice. But I wasn't a fan of the beer. I hate saying that. John liked it.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, and so we are gonna go to Packwood Brewing,
Packwood Brewing.
which we were at last night, and they're pretty good. So see you there. Packwood Brewing. This place was so much fun. We actually ended up coming here a couple nights in a row, and that Airstream you see behind John was a little ice cream area, and these big like metal pan things in the middle of the like yard was this fire, and they would just throw these huge logs on the fire, and it was so warm. Literally, we could feel the heat from our table, and yeah, just a super cool spot. They did have live music. Unfortunately, I'm not able to share that on here, but it was just a cool spot. You could tell it was definitely a locals area, and it was also just people on a road trip passing through, just hanging out, having a drink, and just having a good time. So yeah, highly recommend Packwood Brewing. We are back at our little cabin, and I definitely have some hat hair, but we had such a good day. And we're gonna, I think, go sit in the spa. I'm gonna hydrate a little bit with some water, and because we've been in the sun literally all day, and we will catch you guys in the morning. Good morning from Packwood, Washington. This is such a cool area and such a cool neighborhood. Okay, what is one of my favorite things about living in the Pacific Northwest? The variety of things you can do. It's just an amazing, I'm gonna turn you around so you guys can see this view. It's just an amazing place to live. You can go to the desert, you can go to the ocean, and everything in between. It's amazing. Another question I got asked is, how long have we lived here? We've lived in the Pacific Northwest for the last 9 years in the Oregon area, but me and John started our life in a town called Puyallup, Washington. John had moved up to that area from California, where I had met him for a job, and he said, hey, why don't you come up and visit me? And I did. I was 18 years old. I was about to turn 19. And we were married 3 weeks later. Little fun fact. And I moved to Puyallup, Washington, and that's where we had our first baby. And John, the company he was working for, went through major layoffs. And so he was one of them. And at that time we were, 20, I was 21, just had, new baby. And my parents both still lived in California at the time. And so we moved back home to California just so we could get some help with our kids because we were both working. I was actually going back to school at that time to get a certificate. And yeah, so we started our journey of our life together in Puyallup, Washington. But we've only been here back in the Pacific Northwest for 9 years. I don't know if this is home forever. I would like it to be. It is a very expensive area to live. Both of our jobs are here, our lives are here, but one day we would like to retire, and I don't know what that's going to necessarily look like. So I don't know where we'll end up, but for now we are in the Northwest. Definitely feel like this is home, and it's just such a cool area to explore, to camp, to trail our casita, and it's just a super fun spot. Okay, so today we're headed on a hike. It's about 3-mile loop, 3.5 mile loop. Supposedly we're gonna see a gorgeous waterfall. I will be sure to bring you with me. It's definitely a little bit cooler today than it was yesterday. I'm hoping that we get some good views of the mountain today too. So here we go. What's the name of the trail we're doing? Do you remember?
Go Bears Trail.
I think it was Silver Falls Loop. This is a beautiful campground. So the trail is caught in this campground, which I'm going to have to get the name. I will put it on the screen. This is, I think we are in Mount Rainier National Park. We did go under the official gate, but we didn't pay a fee. We didn't make it that far in. So I will put the name of the park or the name of the campground because this is a gorgeous campground. Just absolutely beautiful.
We'll see.
Well, 1865 there was a minor eruption of Mount Hood. In 1880 there was a minor eruption of Mount Baker. I didn't know these things.
All right, so I know the official name of the trail. It is Silver Falls Trail Loop. It is a 3-mile loop, and we will get to some falls. This is absolutely gorgeous. Look at this water. Look at the color of this water. It is crystal clear. This is beautiful. All right, we're gonna hop on the trail.
Yeah, well, what will turn on when I plug it in and go through the full reset, the incline motor will go and automatically calibrate itself, I guess. So I know it's getting power to it. I thought at one point it might be the
This has been such a great hike. We made it to the top of the falls, which are just beautiful. And we're gonna have a little trail snack. We just got done. John got these really good trail bars from Packwood. They were made from this bakery, so we split one of those. And then we're gonna have some chips, and then we're gonna head back down. And this has just been a spectacular hike. If you have not had the chance to visit Mount Rainier National Park, or you're planning a trip, do the Silver Falls Trail. It's worth it. I would say it's moderate. We had about a 600 elevation climb. I'm gonna just change hands here. So not like awful, but this trail is just, it's like a fairy tale. It's just beautiful. So the sun's out. I mean, you can't get better weather either. This weather's just been incredible. I could have swore I just saw something move up there. Anyway, this is a great trail. Do it. It's beautiful. I'm gonna go check the overlook out, and I'll get some film of the falls again. Oh, wow.
Like if you can get down there, that's the spot to swim.
Wow. Look at how clear the water is.
Yeah. I agree with that.
John's looking for wild mushrooms. We're not going to pick any because he doesn't have his book, and we are not mushroom experts. But this is something he likes to do occasionally, and we are in a really good forest to do it. There's Mike right there. Mike, would you eat a wild mushroom that John picked? Would you trust his ability?
Not today.
Not today. You want to introduce yourself? You've been in enough of my videos. You should probably introduce yourself. Who are you?
Well, hey everybody, I'm Mike. Carrie and John's travel companion and drinking buddy.
You're from the Midwest.
Yeah, originally from Chicago area.
Go Bears.
Yep.
And how long have you lived in the Pacific Northwest?
We moved here in December of 2014. So it'll be 10 years.
And I asked John this yesterday, what's your favorite region of the Northwest?
Lately it's been Olympic Peninsula.
That's what I said yesterday, actually.
Yeah. But I don't know, there's so many places it's hard to choose.
So Mike is the mastermind behind our Google spreadsheet for camping.
Right.
And a lot of our trips that are planned are because him and his lovely wife, Audra, who is not on video at this point, but we're hoping soon. And he creates a spreadsheet to keep us in line.
Yep, track all the trips, who owes money to whom, based on who reserved what, and the dates and times. And
Which I need to check that, but I don't think we owe you money.
No, I think we're good.
Like, we're all squared away. So anyway, everybody, this is Mike. Yay,
Everybody.
Mike. Did you find any, John?
No.
Audra's more determined, I think, than I am, for sure.
I asked Mike the question, if you found a wild mushroom on the trail and picked it, would he eat it? And he said no.
Oh, he trusts me that much.
So look at where this huge rock that's just in the middle of the path, broke off from here. Can you imagine being here when that happened and just the sound that it made? It's pretty impressive. I would love to know how much this weighs.
Hey, how's it going? So we are leaving. We're headed back home, so we're going to kind of end the video here. But I will say we were today hiking in the Rainier National Forest.
So beautiful. I hope you guys enjoyed that footage.
So beautiful, just amazing. And one of the things that just really was interesting to me, or neat, I mean, I want to get into at some point harvesting or collecting mushrooms, something I've been interested in for a long time. We saw so many mushrooms, so many different varieties of mushrooms. Obviously I didn't touch any. I don't know enough about them, or I didn't, pick any up or, harvest any. But it was super fun just to see all that. It was really neat. So that was a eye-opener for me. There's a lot of great footage of the waterfalls. Yeah, just a great time today. I think it was awesome. And Packwood was a delight. I did not think Packwood would be what it was.
We didn't expect, we were invited out here by our friends to go to Packwood, and we did not expect it to be what it was. And the purpose of this visit was to do a couple hikes in this area, go into, Mount Rainier National Park, and just have that experience. And I've done the park before, John hasn't, and he just loved it. It's such a beautiful park. And so we were when we were looking at Packwood, it is a small, I don't even know what the population is. It is just a small town. We ended up loving it. We went to a couple breweries. John went to a very eclectic grocery store.
The only one in town. So.
The only one in town. Yeah, it's super small, but it's only I think 10 miles from the gate to get into Mount Rainier National Park.
Yeah.
Now there is a couple lodges there that you can stay in. But you have to book a year in advance. We were talking to people the other day that literally booked that lodge a year in advance to be able to stay this particular weekend. So, if you're planning on going to the park, honestly, if you come in on the side that we were on the Packwood side, I would suggest staying in Packwood. It is a great little
It is really
town.
neat. I mean, obviously the camping might have been great also. I think next time, we were talking about wanting to camp there at the campground.
Yeah.
Today that the hike started from was just a really, really cool campground.
Such a cool campground.
So,
and it's dry camping, so there's no hookups. Our trailer would definitely, fit. But that's one of the reasons we bought John's truck, which she has the Ford F-150 with the generator in the bed.
Yeah.
And so we run our trailer, when we don't have hookups, we'll run it on DC. But when we want to make a cup of coffee or whatever, we'll just plug it into John's truck.
Yeah, if we want to use the, so on the Casita, any of the AC plugs, obviously it won't work when you're on battery power. You have to be on some kind of shore power for the AC to work. So yeah, we just
plug it into John's truck, and us, we got to be bougie and have our Nespresso coffee. Next weekend, it's actually my birthday, and we haven't camped in a few weeks since the Olympic Peninsula. So we're actually going to go camping. I don't know exactly where yet. I'm still trying to figure that out. And it should be fun. I will be sure to bring you guys on my birthday weekend. And
For all the celebration.
For all the celebration. Buy yourself a cake so you can have a piece of cake with me. Because I really do. My favorite cake, little fun fact about me, is chocolate with raspberry filling. It is my favorite. And I don't eat cake a lot, believe it or not. I don't eat cake. I'm not a huge cake fan. But when I do, that is the cake I like. And so I think we're going to get a little cake for my birthday this weekend, which will be fun. But I really don't know where we're going to go or where we're going to stay yet. The weather's just so crazy right now. I feel like we're, you know, so in between summer and fall, and, you know, the Northwest is just being extremely hot or extremely cold and rainy. So I don't know what we're going to do yet. But guys, you joined us for a Packwood vacation. You came to Mount Rainier National Park. You learned a little bit about who me and John are and why we do what we're doing. If you have any questions, send them my way. Always happy to do videos to answer questions if that's helpful. And we love that you watch.
Absolutely.
Love that you watch us. So if you haven't yet, consider subscribing. It always helps when you like my videos. It helps YouTube kind of be like, oh, somebody liked your video, and maybe it'll go to one more person. So I appreciate your help with that, and we will see you on the next video.
Bye.